What it do? It's your boy True Blue. I got breaking news out of nowhere, out of the blue, and Midjordan kind of led this. Shout out to T Lotus because he kind of kept me on top of this earlier today, but Tory was gonna come through with a response or something. Apparently, it's an album, a surprise album that's 17 tracks deep, titled Daystar, with a picture of him as a baby. It's an old picture, but either way, I'm not gonna waste time with this. Let's get into it, y'all. You already know the drill. We're gonna cut the chat, get in the track, vibe out. Like that. Track number 1, Money Over Fallouts. The fuck?
It's one of the crazier stories we've heard of, guys.
I know.
As it's unfolding, it's like
You are the alleged girl, maybe
Is she backtracking with what she said originally? Is this, maybe that's why they don't have a report.
Some bitch is trying to take up the Tory, and it's more to the story. Bitch, it ain't nothing to the story.
Donkey of the day for Friday, August 21st goes to Daystar Peterson.
So they got pulled over, and she hadn't shot already. Great.
Well, looking at the police and then shot
that. You a sucker. He's a king sucker.
We gotta talk about Tory Lanez and make the stallion.
Cass is looking for you, dog.
Because the police came out saying, we didn't even know she was shot.
That's who I believe. Man, the best thing for Tory Lanez is, for real, he needs to just be gone. Done with this. I know the truth.
Hey, they ready to see me in the cell. Like how you posted out with $30,000 bill. I'm the ghost, y'all niggas know I made that dope float on the scale. I had them hoes going crazy, fees cracking, going pale and on real. I got that flow, it's on sale if you need a rush. Coke blowing out my fees, nose like the speaker bust. Whole car BD'd up, talk now we teeing up. Making people trying to frame me for a shooting, but them boys ain't cleaning up. I see how they teaming up, watching it, I'm calculating. Gotta keep it quiet, I can't jeopardize the outcome waiting. Seeing certain niggas hating like, how this nigga hating? I done gave these people so much features, made these niggas famous. They was on the blog saying I'm canceled from this entertainment. I was on that Spotify like 30 million monthly listeners. I'm fucking going crazy, and my fans support me brazen. Everything I do is for you, I promise I'll be on it daily. I got number love to spread, but niggas hate me. Hurt my heart to see them Twitter figures come from K-Lobbies and cash page. But I flip the switch, I'm gripping money at that fast pace. And don't ask me for shit when they get real, that's my last favor. Can't cry now, cause I'ma laugh later. Girl, you had the nerve to write that statement on that Alpha David. Knowing I ain't do it, but I'm coming at my truest. Trying to keep this shit 200 with you, shorty, I can prove it. But them people in your ear, they the true ones that I feel. They really got you thinking Tory Lanez would do you in for real. Don't forget you was my bitch, I held it down and kept it real. I would never paint no fake picture of you, just for some meal. And I thought that you was solid too, but look at how you doing me. Look at how you doing me. People trying to ruin me. And what's even worse is I'm still thinking about you and me. How you gonna lie on my birthday with all your jewelry to try to make some fool of me? But I love you hard, so I'm gonna cool it be. Cause I was coolin' right with QBB, that wasn't stupid me. Somehow I'm still down to renegotiate the unity. My heart is some foolery, this shit is just confusing me. I'm going through these phases, but I gotta stack that paper. And the real estate niggas hating. Tell me all that application, but when they took that from me, they really took that from my baby. What the fuck I'm finna say to his old lady? What the fuck y'all mean? My son don't need a house, my baby mama don't need safety. And even though I got the payment, the real estate niggas still hating cause he watching me all on the news. But I ain't charged with no cases. Say the owner say my case is looking crazy. How the fuck that even makes sense? New times turn to past tense. All I want is straight cash. Niggas say I lack sense. Star player, hearing lies coming from the back bench. Killer be killed, that's the reason I don't have friends. Niggas lying on the curry. Niggas saying I'm deported. Oh, now I'm 5'3". Niggas saying I'm a shorty. Well, little bitch, I'm 5'7". Money on me sidestepping. And if I stand on my wallet, you can see my thighs in heaven. One umbrella gang, and when we come back, don't you try rapping. Before I let these niggas breathe, I gotta teach a couple lessons. Gotta see a couple questions. How the fuck you get shot in your foot, don't hit no bones and tennis? How the fuck your team is trying to pay me at some whole minutes? I just lost like $10 million because it's cold business. But I got...
Okay, I need to pause this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you're watching this and this is your first time reacting, Machiavelli G17C came through with this when everybody was doubting him, including me. At first I thought it was real because I believe Tory was on some folk boy shit, and I still feel like he hasn't truly woke yet back to his, in my opinion, his enlightened days. But either way, I just want to give a special shout out to Machiavelli G17C. Came through with all the hardcore evidence. As soon as I read through that, That was the truth. And yeah, ever since I've been running with it. Even when Meg still came out and said Tory shot her. All right. Look, I was biased because, to be honest with you, Tory has dropped the worst kind of music he's ever dropped in his career the past 2 years. And that's my personal opinion. Y'all may like that shit, but at the end of the day, that's basic industry shit. That's nothing. That's salt compared to the finest taste that he's provided through his wavy sounds. From Conflicts of My Soul, Lost Cause, I Told You, Cruel Intentions. Dude was all about mixing different genres all in the same type of track. He was ahead of his time, and I promise you, once he gets himself back in that mentality, right now this is just nothing. This is just him kind of just fighting through all the current hatred that he feels like is coming after him. But I'm telling you, like, when Tory Lanez is Tory Lanez, and right now I'm not feeling him being himself yet, because right now he's still fighting through that drama, all that shit. He's trying to climb back up. So I'm not gonna be the guy that's gonna kick him back down in the ditch. Let him climb up. I'm gonna wait and be patient. But I'm just saying, if he gets back to the Tory Lanez that I've been for video after video after video saying that he needs to get back to his old self again, people think it's nostalgia. Nah. Dude is on his A game. Game over. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Moving on. Continue.
Like 10 million followers that's gon' roll with me. Fans that support me cause they know my heart. So I don't give a damn, shawty no jigger. I was taught to beat the block. Any, meeny, money in these streets, and so I need a cop. Niggas, y'all can play me, y'all can frame me, but I'ma reach the top. I would never put you in no danger, and if I did, you would've said it when you seen the cops. Hey, let me get these bands and they coming out the floor. He's the fan when I'm pulling out the door. I would never fall out with niggas over hoes. Money over fall off, my nigga, that's the code. Scissoring bands when I pull up to the coast. Let I have my bands when I pull up to the door. Niggas can't believe I done put up in a ghost. And I don't ever wanna fuck with y'all no more, G. I got bad bitches tryna have an orgy. Keep umbrellas for the days it can storm me.
Save that shit. That little thing right there, that's, you're gonna get that taste of the industry out your mouth. I don't need to hear you sing like that. God knows how you could sing. Alright? And the real ones know how you could sing. Dude is the smoothest R&B singer you've ever heard in your life. This is nothing. This is just trash. Trash. And I'm saying this because, like I said, I've heard way better from him. That's all I'm going to say. So, I'm not talking shit on him. I'm just saying this is nothing. That's all. And if you really fuck with this and you get offended, that means you really aren't respecting him for his full potential. That's all I'm gonna say.
I put a Henny for my niggas that's before me. My outfit fly, you gotta see it, I buy the floor seats. She tatted me all on her face cause she adore me. They talking petty about me, but they looking corny. I had to fight for my nigga, you was sworn in. And God bless me when I wake up every morning.
They looking corny, but you sound that the same thing too, homie. But yeah, so I made videos about saying that Tory's innocent, Meg's lying through her teeth and all that. At the end of the day, she's saying that she's posting him for something that he didn't do, and said, okay, you got shot in both your feet. How'd you not lose any tendons? How'd you not lose any bones fractures? All I'm gonna tell you this: check in my previous videos where I talked about Tory's innocent. I'll bring up every single point. This is just a little bit. He's basically giving you a couple points, things that I've argued before all this, like a couple weeks back. Check out that video. It's gonna be titled PSA to all Tory Lanez fans, he's innocent. And then the second one's, I told you Tory's innocent, here's more proof. Check out those two videos. I go deep in depth, and most of the information, like I said, it's not from me. The guy I'm telling you earlier, Machiavelli G17C, credit goes to him. He's a real one. He's been defending Tory since the minute this shit happened. 100%. I'm gonna keep it G with you. So shower praise and love to him, because he deserves it. You really do. All right. So everything I've spoken is all the evidence that he worked hard to gather up. He sent it to me in an email, and I presented it to everybody out there. So for y'all to watch and y'all to see. But yeah, this is just him scratching the surface. This is
when you
nothing.
finally tried Bud Light seltzer.
There's a lot more that goes into this case. 4 shell casings were found by the cops. I'm like, there's no way Meg got shot 4 times, and if she did, like Tory already said himself, she wouldn't be walking right now. I said that. She would not be walking right now. Forget having bandages off and all that. She wouldn't be walking. She wouldn't even be out in the public on IG or nothing like that. She'd be in the hospital right now. But that being said, yeah, like I gave my interpretation about what really happened. It's a typical Tory Lanez situation. He's here dealing with her getting her ear because he was on some fuckboy shit. He banged Meg, made Meg jealous because he was flirting with Kylie, and he also banged Meg's homie right here, which is why they had a fallout, Kelsey. Obviously, while he's just here hearing these birds chirp, he sees a third party pull up, dead serious. Bet you they robbed him. Red light stop, like Cousin Harold, Menace to Society. Pull up on that shit. He ain't pulling that. I think she must have heard the gunshots. She tried to duck, probably had her feet up in the air, and then Tory tried to take a shot at them. He said he was drunk, which means he must have accidentally scraped her or hit her, but then he was trying to hit them so that way they wouldn't take his life. That's how it is. I'm pretty sure all this shit happened at once, and like I said, Meg and Kelsey played it to their advantage and played it with the media like that. That's all it is.
Your taste buds will thank you.
Trust me, once I got through and really looked at the evidence and let my music, and I put all the music bias, what I feel personally about his music aside, and looked at who he is, Daystar Peterson as a man, knowing that he's always been real about that shit before he did that industry switch and shit. Granted, I get it. He did it for, to keep himself relevant and all that, but I still don't agree with that decision. I still felt like he should have kept going strong with that independent mindset, like Nipsey did, all that. But either way, Daystar the Peterson, the man, would not hurt a woman like that, especially with how much he loves his mom, Luelle Peterson. That's all I'm gonna say. She passed away when he was 10 or something like that. He explains the whole situation, what went down that day when he found out his mom passed away in the song Happiness Tell Me from Memories Don't Die. If you never checked out that album or that song, I highly suggest you check that out. But anyways, look, no more wasting time. I'm gonna get into the next song, y'all. This song's called A Woman.
That a woman.
Give me 1 second. Okay, cool.
A woman that I love so dear.
Okay.
Could make me sick into my stomach. Oh. Ain't it big I walked 1,000 miles. Tell me slowly roll, baby. Oh, damn. My heart's cold.
I'm not feeling this song. This is biting way too heavy on the weekend. And you can do better than that. I'm just saying. Dude is a swavy, smooth 90s R&B singer. Why are you doing this, bro? But anyways, let's continue, y'all. And also, if you really want to know what I'm really most critical about, just to explain things with y'all logically, I'm not really a big fan of him, how he's heavy on auto-tune. If you haven't heard how he really naturally sings, like Me and My Bitch, a YG song that he was a feature on, is one of them. I highly suggest check out the original Chicks Tape 1. Dude is phenomenal. He's so talented as a singer. He doesn't really need auto-tune. Straight up. That's all I'm going to tell you. So you haven't really heard Tory sing. If all he'd been focusing to was, Tory. If that's all you've been listening to, you haven't really listened to who Tory Lanez is as a music artist. And it's a damn shame, but I highly recommend you check out his OG music. Maybe he might go back to making that again if he thinks people believe in that stuff again. So, you know what? How about that? All right? Forget all this new stuff. Go check out his OG shit, because I promise you that will forever be timeless. That's it. Dog, you're doing everything fucking wrong as a singer. What are you doing, bro? No, listen. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you made it this far and you want to know, let me explain everything to you with this. I can't really tell you by words, so let me present you what he really sounds like if he wants to sing. This is Tory just at his A game as a singer, okay? I'm only going to give you 1 minute, and we're moving on back to the project. That's it. Just listen for 1 minute. That's all I'm asking y'all. Just listen for 1 minute. I'm not here to shit on Tory. Just listen.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been smoking. 10 on this job when I'm rolling. All on the highway, I'm swerving. Bad bitch beside me, she poppin'. Young niggas be on that whole shit. Me, I just be on that smoke shit. These hoes, they know that I'm about it. So she ain't gon' be on that bullshit. Shoulda ride with the drop top. Gotta fly when I slide by. See me riding the foreign. Front lights look cockeyed. So don't you be acting. Shorty, I'm sipping that act. Backwards just bring me a back. And you should be smoking on with me. Don't worry about your souls, I'll fuck out and I'll no big deal. 10 no files in the truck, all this, I'll no big deal. All of them niggas, you fuck a girl and I'm no big deal. Shut at a nigga way up, so deal. It's real. Once again, once again, once again, once again. We a man, all that niggas pretend. Some free by 10, come around by then. In the condo, you condo.
Okay, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do and present to y'all. I'm not gonna criticize anything else. Just vibe out with the rest of the project. But I want to make this clear to all of you newcomer fans that haven't really been understanding where I'm coming from. Okay? Don't misconstrue what I'm talking about. Sometimes you gotta give people the truth. If you feel like it ain't really them being them and feeling themselves, and they ain't really being at what their vocals is at their best as, it's a God-given gift. How you sound like is how you sound like. You gotta love yourself for that. That's what I'm saying. You ain't gotta press yourself and try to feel like you gotta go outside your comfort zone and be like similar to like somebody else. Just be you. You tell me that wasn't smooth. You tell me that wasn't the most flawless effort you heard someone sing. I mean, dude was downright flowing. Let me put it in this perspective. If we're gonna compare vocals to like instruments, Tory sings like a piano. I mean, his whole music world revolves around the piano. I think it's like as if it's his native instrument. I mean, his main producers, Coldplay, Picasso. A lot of his signature favorite joints have some sort of like piano melodies in it. At the end of the day, he sings like a piano, and at the end of the day, you can't make a piano sound like a guitar. A guitar has those strings that just, like the vibration continues to get the melodies going through for a long minute. But the piano, you can make that shit kind of fade out. But the best, where it's beautiful at first, is where it's just, you press multiple keys and you go crazy fast, or you can go real slow. He can do that with his voice. He could be like, oh, you know what I mean? So, like, that song right there, I had to bring up as a perspective. Like, that's just an example of what he can do. Oh, that nigga is pretending. I mean, it's just clean. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, back to this song.
Once again, how could you do the things you did? Knowing my heart burns for you like you did. You can come home, I welcome you in. With open arms, you can always come back. 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 Come to me. You can always come back.
And for the record, I want to put one more thing. For a good point, Tory was being him, and then out of nowhere, all this animosity, because he just was something unique and special. People started saying he sounded like Travis Scott on Liddy. He started sounding like this and that, when he never tried to sound like anybody else. He never tried to do that. And I feel like he got to the point, a breaking point, where so many people were hitting him with that. He's like, you know what, screw it. And he probably turned spiteful. And that's when projects like Love Me Now and all that came out, and he started sounding like other people, not giving a damn, because he doesn't care. Like, memories don't die. He said, say I sound like this and that and whatever. And I'm just thinking to myself, but you don't sound like anybody like that. You sound like yourself. The next thing you know, boom, he started doing that shit. And I'm like, okay, so you must really take that hard to your heart if you're saying you don't give a damn, but yet you're doing it because you feel like people are you're gonna just say, oh, people are already saying I'm copying their sounds anyway, so might as well just do it. Like, I feel like you're letting them win. You're just submitting it, you know what I mean? Like, you're just bending over and letting them hit that shit from the back. That's where I really lost respect, and this is where I really started making videos critiquing on some of the negatives that Tory has done with his career musical path choice. It's his life, it's his music, he can do whatever he wants, but at the end of the day, so can I. And I have the right to critique him if I want to. So, alright, anyone that's got their petty little feelings, or if you want to go ahead and comment anything hatred or negative, go ahead. It's cool. But understand that your ignorance is blocking you from seeing the truth. Just keep that in mind.
Just come home to me. You can always come back. You can always come back. Always come back to me. You can always come back.
But then again, I got a telescopic view, so not many people have the vision to see further ahead than I do. It's a gift that God gave me, so I'm not gonna be surprised if some of you people with naked eyes are gonna come in and say that I don't know what I'm talking about that, so it's cool. But yeah, so right now I can tell you I'm not feeling these first two tracks from a musical standpoint, but you could feel the lyrics. He's trying to talk about his life, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna put respect to that. So continue to do what you gotta do in life. I mean, from what I could tell, he's a loving and doting father. You know, he's trying to do what he can to help out the community. I just feel like his best power is within his music, and if he just does things right and just stays strong, you know, don't sell yourself out. Don't. I know he's already done that, but it's never too late to cut that shit off before it's too late, before you become irrelevant, and then, you know, you try to go back to it when it's too late. I've seen artists do that, and they could never come back to being their old self or capture that old flame. It's not too late for you, Daystar. You got to get your shit together, bro. That's it. I'm not saying this because you don't know what you're doing. I'm just saying, bro, God is giving you warning after warning. I mean, this situation should have been a wake-up call. You got to be careful who you surround yourself with. Music comes first. But most importantly, like I said, the 4 pillars of foundation for any musical artist. God, believe in yourself, your crew, who's out here helping you making these music. This stuff happened like Play Picasso and you know, and co. And last but not least, your day one core fan base that helped build you up in the first place, from the come up days to where people started to recognize you nationally and worldwide. That's all I'm gonna say. You focus on those 4 and don't worry about the rest. Don't worry about the extra celebrities. Don't worry about that. I know when people blow up, the celebrity life, when you come out from being broke and poor, that shit can change you. Even the realest cats, and Tory's one of the realest cats really I've ever seen. Don't surprise me. Even cats like him could still get changed by fame. It's not easy, trust me, but at the same time, I can't stop speaking. Because like I said, I don't do this to hear y'all reaction. I do this so that way this gets to him and he hears it. At the end of the day, it's up to him whether he wants to take it as positive or negative. But I still got to do what I got to do. At the end of the day, you said tell you and keep it real as fuck. There you go. Everything's 100. So I'm just keeping things 100 and moving on. But yeah, no more talking. We're going on. Track number 3, Friends Become Strangers.
The McGee's just moved in. Had the
As soon as this damn commercial ends. Alright, we back. Okay, the beat's giving me some Lost Cause flow right here. Friends become strangers.
Fuck them other niggas, you see me all in your day shift. Money on me looking like you when it got a facelift. You been tripping, I've been tripping, still ain't on the same shit. You still in my kitchen arguing about the same shit. Who and what and why I don't call you my main bitch. Everything is changing, friends turn to strangers. Friends turn to dangers. Friends ain't your friends if they giving ultimatums. Flipping all the pages, dip off in a Ranger. I done been through all these stages.
I swear this nigga still needs a wake up call, man. Come on, man.
Just act so different, now ain't nothing that amazes.
Nigga, you fucking independent. What more excuses you gotta have, bro? What more is keeping you from making the real Swavy music? Come on. You know you bullshitting everybody. Wake the fuck up, dog.
Me when you be tripping, how you speak when you be tripping. I can see that you be slipping. That's tequila that you sipping, I know. Guess that I was tripping, I envisioned something different from the situation. You was my bitch, not only that, you was my nigga. Got me through when all these niggas hated. You started taking me too serious, and that's when all this desolated. You yourself don't even know the full story. Why you letting people escalate it? And I know you got them people in your ear, but we both know the situation. Niggas hate it. Fuck all that for now, we'll talk about it when it's time. It feel like my little baby been confiscated. Taken away from me, I was making a way for us. We was tripping up them couples, trying to do it how they do it. We was up and she was up and I was up. We PJ fluid, it was fluid. Had it moving like it's water to the fluid. I'm your water, you the cruise. I had it moving, how you moving, whoop. I don't mind it out of sight. I've been getting right. I slid with the produce. I've been on a flight. 9 pins in my pocket, 19 on my right. I've been out of pocket. I had to get right. I prayed to the Lord, yeah, I had to get right. Lord, please give me patience when I see them lie. I hope one day me and you see eye to eye. I hope one day me and you see eye to eye. We both know what happened.
I just want to make this clear too. When I drop my music, I'm not sounding like this bullshit at all. All this current trends and shit, that's not me. Not at all. But that being said, somewhere on here, I heard that signature note that Tory does.
You was my nigga, got me through when all these niggas hated. You started taking me too serious, and that's when all this desolated. You yourself don't even know the full story. Why you letting people escalate it?
Escalated. I like that shit right there. That brought some Nostalgia right there. All right, get back to where we was.
On a flight, 9 bands in my pocket, 19 on my right. I've been out of pocket, I had to get right. I pray to the Lord, yeah, I had to get right. Lord, please give me patience when I see them lie. I hope one day me and you see eye to eye. I hope one day me and you see eye to eye. We both know what happened. What happened to passion? Doing the most that you know is taking me back in. Hiding emotions and stories, but you know it don't. A couple things won't ever change. The common propaganda around my name is never strange. But when does it get strange? When you start lying to your best friend about us doing things and hoping she ain't entertained. Or is it strange when the loving come with secrets in the games? And when the world unveil the curtains and all they laughing, that's your pain.
No, we're gonna rewind it back. I'm not missing a fucking thing. Go ahead, Tory.
When you start lying, hiding emotions and stories, but you know it don't. A couple things won't ever change. The common propaganda around my name is never strange. But when does it get strange? When you start lying to your best friend about us doing things and hoping she ain't entertained. Or is it strange when the loving come with secrets in the games? And when the world unveil the curtains and all they laughing, that's your
Lying to your best friend. Now, whether he's talking about Kelsey or Meg, I think more than likely it's Meg. Back to my video where I said, I told you Tory's innocent. Someone from the insider said Kelsey and Meg had an argument. They were mad because Kelsey found out Meg tapped Tory. And it was basically like an R. Kelly Usher moment for those two. It was like, with the same nigga. You know what I mean? That's it. Go ahead.
Pain, but does it change when we both reveal that both our mothers died and we still dealing with some pain and need someone to entertain?
He's talking Meg. He's talking about Meg.
When you break down in my arms and start crying and feeling like you alone and I tell you everything's okay and I know I ain't.
And I said this too. That's why they got connected, because at one point when they talked, they both mentioned about their moms passing away when they was young, and that was it. Fuck, then we set it off. And we set it off. That's it. TNT 2 right there.
Running game, even Munchie know my aims. But will you ever know my name and not just show it from this fame? Will we ever talk about this? Will we ever console the game? Or will we keep on acting like I put you in danger and some pain? And when you hop back in the car with me, you knew everything was safe. Just please don't let these niggas make you change. We both know what happened that night and what I did, but it ain't what they saying. But when the feelings change, the pain start oozing from the heart and start cruising through the vein. Start leaking out your mouth when you hop on the live and talk live. It's oozing through your brain. Listen, we watch the animes till granted for my plan phase. The potentials of being B&J, just watching for my fan base. I'm just trying to get back to the days when you would hop back on a jet, land in Miami for a span of days and stay with me. Back when I would do the same and land a plane from A to Z and pull up in your driveway in that AMG. When forward run up out the door and you would come outside looking gracefully, and I step out the car and see your two arms embracing me. We both playing games with money, powers, and fames, but just tell me how it changed. Have your feelings rearranged, but deep down are they the same? Cause I just wanna reconcile with you, spend a while with you, send some flowers, watch a smile hit you. After Kellen do your hair, you send a wild picture. Then you calling me to come step out with you. Type of shit I like to do, type of ways I like to move. All directions in my view, still pointing right to you. Damn.
That's Tory for you. He just knows how to fucking really tell a good story. He really does. To me, I'll even go further to tell you he's a better storyteller than Drake. Drake is cool. He goes by the vibe and everything like that. But Tory really makes you visualize that. That's what I think makes Tory, in my opinion, a better artist than Drake. And why Drake showed animosity at first, and I still think he does. Even though he doesn't show it as much. In the inside, I'm pretty sure he still feels a little bit bitter and petty because he knows for sure Tory's better than him. And anyone that thinks that Tory ain't better than Drake, you're fooling yourself. Tory can sing better, he can rap better, he can write better, and for damn sure he can produce. I don't think I've ever heard Drake produce that shit. That's all 40 and Boy Dumber. That's it. But nah, he goes in depth and detail, and at the end of the day, it's his life. I think he found a certain happiness with Meg. aside all the music industry bullshit, it's like they both felt like they had to go through it, and on a real life that they kind of embrace each other and kind of help each other through it as well. But the thing is, Tory needs to realize is Tory's got, and this is why I can't fuck with this dude so much right now. Like, dude is wise beyond his years, but yet he wants to go out here acting like a damn little kid. And it's not because like he doesn't know better. He does. He's doing it on purpose just to get the business marketing thing out so that way he stays relevant and all that. It's just, to me, it's all unnecessary steps that you've taken, bro. Like, you basically ain't different from like what Bill O'Brien did. He's like, oh, I'm gonna trade Hopkins away, build the Texans this way because I know we're gonna be a shirt. Like, dog, you're taking extra steps that don't need to be taken. All you have to do, nigga, is get in the studio, continue to make your swavy sounds. You already had this blueprint way back before anyone was thinking about it. Okay, the only artist that was doing the type of music that you was doing was Johnny Rain, and he seems to be content with doing what he wants to do. He's happy. But you had big ambitions. You can take what you was making and make it the next biggest thing for this decade. In fact, I'd say you could change the game of R&B, of music, of world, like how Prince and MJ did it in the 80s. You know what I mean? You know, like how a lot of these iconic artists that comes out and does something different. You know what I mean? So like, you know how Biggie put on for, you know, New York, showing love, you know, getting everyone to fuck with the 90s hip hop. I'm just saying, like, you got this thing called, the best way to describe it to y'all is like alternate R&B, but at the same time, like I said, he mixes different genres of music. I mean, Cruel Intentions is one of the best projects I'll tell you to check out because he was on point with that. He is a